Alright guys, we are here for another episode of Rockin' All Over the Burbs, brought to you by Blues Crypto, a fan token by Rockin. Make sure you get on it. But we're at the best, I don't care, you're not going to change my mind, we're at the best seafood bar and grill in the northern suburbs.
Arguably, no, it's not the best. It's somewhere. It's up there.
It's not up for you to say. It's up to us to say. And
Okay.
you definitely, food is second to none. How are you?
Thank you. Service, not far behind.
Service is the best.
On
mate.
parity.
Service is the best. That's why they come. They
with the
come
food.
back, mate.
They do.
They actually, we've always said they come for you, and then they come back for the food
And the service.
and the service. Talk a little bit about blues.
Talking
about
footy.
The talking footy, about the present and the past, because I always believe things change,
Yep.
but they still remain the same somehow.
Yeah, principles should. Yeah,
Principles should be stuff, mate.
Normally the
Should
same.
always be the same, mate.
Yeah, the game's evolved.
Of course, always evolve. You know, you get new strategies, it changes a bit, but at the end of the day, the
Science.
the science, diet,
Coaching.
coaching.
Today, for me, I think it's all about coaching. Because you don't have to be a star to play AFL. If you can
You don't have to be a star. So if you can play the system, you're saying?
play the system, you play your role according to what they're after, you're in.
Yeah.
I just see Hawthorn back 10 years ago.
Yeah,
There weren't many stars, but they all played their role.
Yeah.
They were like a handful, 3 or 4 big stars, and the rest
big
were
stars, yeah.
just your average,
Yeah.
average player.
Have we
That
got that
performed.
now?
We do, but we're just a little inconsistent.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
We've got the continuity. We have the connection, because connection. It's a building thing. Yeah.
Yes.
You build on it, and they've been together for quite some time. The handful, the core,
Yes.
have been together, which really helps.
Is that important?
It's imperative.
Yeah, building that continuity.
Yeah, because then you can read each other.
Yeah.
You know their deficiencies. You know their positives.
Yep.
Their negatives. You know.
Yeah.
Just where they're going to run. You know if they're going
So
to be on
do
the
you-
right foot, the left foot.
Yeah, so you know when you were playing, what I talk about when you were playing and you had that continuity. You, Silvani, there was Peter Dean, there was Sexton, there was McKay,
That's right.
right? You knew exactly like where they were going to run to or who was going to cover you. You're always confident someone was
Yeah.
going to cover you.
And there wasn't much talk. It was just nods.
Yes,
Like the talking was done at training.
yes.
A lot of training. There weren't many meetings, so it was
Yeah.
just it was all skills.
Yep.
So you just kind of know, and then it's uncanny. You work it out.
Yeah.
And we basically, like Parker, I was with Parker not long ago, and Parker, admitted that we took ownership of training almost, but playing most definitely.
Yeah.
Until the runner came out. If he got dragged.
Yeah, of course.
So we used to pull our own strings,
Yeah.
each other's strings. If
Well-
we're getting beaten, if someone was getting beaten, we'd swap. Before the
Yeah.
runner would come out, we'd swap. Hey,
Yes.
McKay, can I just have 5 minutes? No problem. Deanie would
Yeah.
orchestrate.
That's interesting. So, like you, for example, you'd get beaten, and then Dino would go, right, you take
whoever
whatever.
was
I'm just
closest.
giving an example. You go there and you go there.
Yeah.
Would you be all right with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tall, shorts, you name it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
just get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even last week, it was more like the dinky kicks, not penetrating low kicks.
Yeah.
They kill you. Rebound, almost goal, or definitely goal. So efficiency is huge.
Yeah.
You've got to know how to kick, when to kick, where to kick,
Yeah.
the weight of the kick.
100%.
It's
Do you
the
think
little
it-
things.
So, watching the game, and this is not saying yous are any better, they're any better now. You think the skills have got better? I'm not going to say worse, but had they got better, the skills? Or is it now more system and the skills of those days was better?
I think the skills back in the day were better
Yeah.
because you played with one ball as well, as opposed to 4 or 5 different
Yeah,
balls
now
today.
there's like a whole
And then,
basketball.
I'd like to have a ball that's been kicked in and a bit heavy. Anyway,
Yeah.
skill wise, because there's set plays and today it's keepings off.
Yes.
There's not as many hangs like big pack marks or one-on-ones. It's just it's a bit like soccer.
It is a bit like soccer.
It's what he revolutionised it. The ex-Hawthorn coach Clarkson.
Yep.
He revolutionised footy 10 years ago.
Yeah.
When he went back to the UK and he spoke to a soccer club, an EPL club, saying, what's your method to your madness? So it's like possession, boring. Try and get into the middle if you can. You might just hit that little one. 7 out of 10, you're going to go for it. You might lose 3 or 4, but just go for it. Then everything opens.
100%.
So it's just the arcs, work around the arc. It's boring until someone loosens up.
They find that gap.
Little gap.
Go.
Off you go, mate.
Yeah.
We either go long to an advantage as opposed to just kicking long to contested 3-on-4 or 5-on-4 or 6-on-4. So today it's like hit it to the space, kick here, kick there, kick sideways.
Yeah.
But if you play on today, I believe if you play on, you've got the advantage.
If you can play on,
because the opposition can't fall back. They can't run quick enough to set up. I'd run the gauntlet. I'd just roll the dice, and just 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, just play it on. Because something's going to eventuate.
Something's going to happen down the road.
It will. Yeah. Collingwood were
last year.
They were like, it was outrageous. They were just throwing everything.
Keep moving it forward.
Crappy old handballs along the way, tap-ons, punch-ons, this on, head-ons, you name it. Little fumbles, ricochets. It just worked. Yeah. Because they took a lot of risks.
Yeah. So tell me something. All right. So these days, it's about protecting space.
Today?
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
It's about protecting space now. It's not so much man on man. You protect space. And with Carlton too, what they do is they do a high press. Yep. So what they do is they press the ball so they can keep the ball in. Was there anything like that in your days, or was it just more man on man? When did all that press and that come into it?
Probably five years later. There was a little press here and there.
Yeah.
We'd like to think that we evolved by pushing.
Yeah.
I remember in the 90s, I'd run off.
Yeah.
And then Peter Dean would take my man.
Yeah.
And then McKay would take his man. And then once the ball came back in play, coming back, he'd run back again.
Yeah.
And take your position again.
But I can't remember.
And that was 30 years ago.
I'm losing my memory about those years there. But was there a press? Did the whole back line press up like they do now? Sometimes you look and there's no one 70 metres of the goal square. Did that ever happen? I can't remember anymore.
A little. Just a little. Because you didn't want to give, because the skills were so good, you didn't want to give anyone 5 metres.
Yeah.
Today, I'd love to play today.
Yeah.
Because I'd kick to whoever and hit you on the chest with a bloke half a metre.
Yeah.
Today, they give you 5 metres and they say, I dare you.
Yeah.
They challenge you.
They were there and you were half a metre.
Half a metre, I loved it. I loved it with half a metre. I'd hit you on the,
So that's what you're saying, maybe the skills,
I reckon, would have dropped.
Yeah, a little bit now.
Back then it was big hangers, a lot of contest.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
And it was pretty free flowing.
And you're right. Now it is the most exciting when they take off.
Yes.
They break through. It's the most exciting. The rest of it we're just waiting, and we're telling our players, hit that bloke in the middle. Go for it.
Okay. When we did this week or last week, we did go for that middle one. It was too high, too long. Not to his advantage.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh my God. And they were from free kick.
Yep.
So there was no pressure on the kicker.
Yeah.
And he'd missed a 20-metre kick.
Skill.
I think Carlton or every team have to value every opposition they play. Never drop your guard.
Yeah.
I.e., look what happened the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
So, sorry about the noise. Okay, we look at Geelong. We played Geelong 3 weeks ago, we win. What do we call Geelong? They're a rabble, they're gone. Well, guess what? Geelong are back. Brisbane are back.
They're only behind in percentage.
After beating Geelong.
Yes, I know.
We were saying that Geelong are over, it's over.
Yeah.
Too old, too slow, too this, too that, right? Well, they're back on. Sydney had a couple of, a few mishaps. But I still think we have a good recipe. We have a very good recipe to do something. I'm not going to say grand finals or anything,
but you just don't know.
Yeah, there's something in the air. There's something in the air that.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm not worried at all. I just think there's a little bit of a slip-up. We'll reset now. Mate, the players are good enough and smart enough to know that we've got 6 weeks to get this right. And another thing, I think that the last 2 weeks have shown that some of those fringe players,
yes,
you better be careful. Because
as in our fringe players,
yep. Like, you've got to be careful because your spot's not guaranteed.
Correct. So your bottom 6 are imperative. They have to perform.
Yeah.
Because your top 6 usually do. So the top 6 rely on the bottom 6.
Yeah.
The mids are okay. The middle of the range players, they're okay. They're going to give you.
They're always there. They're like the working class man, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the cattle class, man. The cattle class they've got to give something.
Yeah.
Like an injection.
Yeah.
And you'll go, wow, where did that come from?
Yeah.
That's what you want. So what might come in.
Yep.
We need a spark. We need something different. Having 2 ruckmen, I don't know.
We don't know if it's going to work or not going to work yet. Like, we've got to see. I think to me, there are times we're going to need them. There are times we're going to need 1 ruckman.
Exactly, and it's on team balance as well. It depends who you're playing.
It depends, yeah.
A lot of the time, you've got to worry about your opposition because sometimes they don't allow you to play the football that you want to play.
Yep.
So it's tough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a coach, but I think everyone's investing in Voss. I'm pretty sure.
I think everyone, and the most important person who's invested in Voss is the captain. He really looks like.
That's right. So we want a few more jumping on board. So you're probably going to mention it, but Chin Connor for me, not because he wears me number,
it helps. I kind of set that up.
Well, there you go. Table 3 and 9 makes 39. This guy's, he's turned the corner.
He has.
Couldn't get in at the start, and now he's playing, for his life.
Yeah.
And you can see it.
Does he play for his, not 100%, but does he play for his life every week?
Yes.
Does he remind you of you?
Well,
in that sense.
My last 4 years, yeah.
In that sense, every week.
It's like I said, just play every game like it's your last game.
Yeah. You're a player in your time that kind of reminds you of that just used to just...
Franchina.
Yes.
Franchina was just nullify.
Yeah, he was
just
a good player.
Beat your man.
He was a good player.
He was tough and fair. He didn't say a word.
He didn't say boo.
Just he did his footy did the talking.
With 95.
Yep.
We lost a couple of games out of the blue. Were they expected? And
No.
they were the 2 bottom sides. Sydney and St Kilda.
Yeah, we've spoken about it 1,000 times.
Yeah, they were the 2 bottom sides, man. Come in, I'm sure I think the first one was Sydney. We lost over there. And I'm pretty sure everyone went in thinking that was the bottom side.
That's right. So you're thinking, percentage. How many guys we're going to win by?
Yes.
Well, they come out.
Give us a percentage boost there.
They come out and they beat us.
Yeah.
And then you readjust, yeah? You fine tune things.
But then
we had little crisis meetings. We had to write down. We had to perform our own. We had to give ourselves a rating.
What'd you give yourself?
I can't remember. I think I was a bit modest. I gave myself a 7, and the return was, "Are you kidding me?" Right?
That's the best.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I thought I did okay, and he goes, "Are you kidding me? Were you playing the same game that I was watching?" That was Parker at the time. It was funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but And then you readjust, and then it just works. Everything clicks.
And then I believe, not that I know, once the confidence starts to build again, it starts to get, you start to get more and more confident.
Yeah, but then certain players jump in. Like Kuda, I reckon Kuda won it for he put us on the map against Brisbane. And we were going down. And then
in the first final.
Yeah, Kuda comes on board, kicks a couple of goals, wins the game, happy days. So it wasn't Kernahan. It wasn't Williams. It wasn't Braddles. It was Kuda.
Yeah.
So who's it going to be today?
That's right.
So it's been Cripper, which is great. And it's important that the mids kick goals. Because a lot of the mids today are kicking goals.
Yeah.
We weren't kicking many. So at the moment, the last 5 or 6 weeks, the mids have been kicking a few goals.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. There was when we're winning,
Crippers led Oh, he's led, from the front. He's fantastic.
He's turned into me in one of the, and look, I'm not going to say the greats yet because there's still a little while to go, but he's getting there. You can see his persona, the way he did something this weekend which I thought he was never going to do anyway. I don't know if you knew this. You know, at the end of the game, they went up to him,
who?
Curnow and I think Wiedering, and said, "Come on, we'll put you up on your on their shoulder."
He said,
and
no.
he goes, "Nah, mate, not today, not after a loss," and he walked off.
Did you lip read that, or did you sense that? Like,
well, the way he was doing it and that.
Yeah.
He said, "No,
That's
no,
the
no."
humility.
Well, you could see him saying, "No."
Humble as pie, the humility of the man.
Yeah. That says, "Hey, we got bigger things to do here, man.
That's
this
right.
isn't about me."
Yeah, you can tell he doesn't. If you gave him a Brownlow, if it was whether he'd win a Brownlow or a premiership, one of these things, I reckon he'd go for that.
100%.
You can tell he's not for the accolades.
No,
he's for that.
100% now. Well, so, he carries the club on his shoulders now. Now, a big responsibility on him now.
Huge.
You know what I mean?
Huge.
And he doesn't look. At the end of the day, no player wants to be that player where you win the Brownlow and that, but you never get that team success. No one wants to be that.
Yeah. Today, there's a lot of fight.
Yeah.
Like you don't know whether you're going to win or lose with 5 goals to go in 5 minutes.
That's so true.
Stay put, and it's an epic.
It's completely different now. I think in your days, if you were 5 goals in front,
with 10 points, 10 minutes to go,
you know the game's over, isn't it? I'm telling you now, 5 goals, man. I'm sitting there 3 minutes to go, worried. You know what I mean?
Exactly right.
Yeah, no, you're
That's
right.
what's so exciting because from 13th, 14th to third, second, it's 2 games.
Yeah, there's 2 games in percentage.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, 100%.
So we've got it like there's 6 games to go. I believe you win 3, you probably got top 2. The way we're going, if you win 3, the others lose a couple here and there.
I reckon you need to win 4 of them.
Like I said, like Geelong, let's say the ones that are 40 points, 1 game below us, they've got to win 5 or 6 in a row, mate, they're knocking on the door for top 2.
Yeah.
So we just got to win 4 out of 6.
Yeah, 100%. But 1 game, we'll worry about North Melbourne this week.
And that's a danger game. Every game's a danger game. I don't care who you play. Don't be complacent. Don't drop your guard.
You've seen what North Melbourne have done in not last week, but before
the
that.
Most improved. They're one of the most improved sides going around.
They were 9 goals up on Collingwood. I know they ended up losing, but they were 9 goals up. So look, you're right. You've got to give how do you say? You've got to give that credit to every single team we come up against now, man.
Value everybody you're playing. You have to.
You reset for finals.
True.
What's your mindset coming into like that final series?
Again, you fine tune again.
You know how you get the double chance, right?
Yep.
It's definitely. It's a stupid question. It's definitely a different mindset to the preliminary, isn't it?
Of course, with eliminations. And, it's a do or die. So you kind of half may think, if I miss out on this one, I've got the next one. But once you
get it's still a little bit in your head. And
of course it is. It can't. Yeah, it does.
It has to be. But you don't want to use it, but it's there.
If you set the bar early, if there's a big crunch early, if there's a big goal, everyone lifts. If there's a big tackle.
Does that pump you if someone does like a big tackle?
Yes, mate.
A smother or something?
I'd do it like going back again straight in the 90s.
But
you'd do anything for sticks. He's on the ground, even if he's limping or he's busted shoulder, you want to play for him. That's what I want the boys to do the next 6 weeks. Play for Cripper.
Did you just want him to be proud of you?
As well, because at the end of the game, like you don't have big conversations with these guys, right?
Yeah.
Because they're a bit older.
Yeah, that's right. Because there was a big age gap difference.
Yeah, so after the game, if you won, because more or less we're winning a lot, 90% of the time we're winning.
At the time,
And it's really nice to get the acknowledgement from your captain.
Yes.
Hey, first you did all right, eh? You think, wow. Like the captain gave you a little tap. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Sots, on the other hand, wouldn't give you one, which is good. I like that because he kept you on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
I used to always ask him, why don't you ever give you a tap? He goes, I'll only give you the eye.
Yeah.
If I don't give you anything, you're doing well. But if I give you the eye or the finger, you're not doing well. So I didn't get many of those. So,
that was the
so I did okay. So 80% of the time I was doing okay.
He was a competitor too, huh?
Yeah, so he wouldn't give you the old tap on the shoulder much. But then Curtin would, after the game, or if you were like assisted in his goal, and if I was like the assist of his goal, he'd just give the old.
That's it. Well done.
And I go, no, it's all right. We'll talk about it later.
That's the bit.
But that's how these boys should feel with Cripper as well.
Of course.
Yeah, embrace the guy, man.
He is like leading them. It's amazing the growth I've seen in Cripper in the last 2 years.
Yep.
Like he's really now putting
matured,
100%,
and taking it with two hands, not one.
I love it. And he, he did end up staying at the club. I'm sure he had massive offers to go back to thing. He stayed at the club. He wants to, and then because of that, other players have signed on.
Yeah.
Does that happen? Like a player signs on and helps everyone else. It would. Yeah, but if one player leaves, you start thinking, what's going on here?
So if he leaves and everyone else leaves, then there's a different breed in culture.
Yeah.
But the guy gets smacked from pillar to post. So he's in the middle, 8 times out of 10, like in stoppages. He gets bumped here, bumped there, poked, harassed, scratched, pulled. Don't know how he does it. No. And he's so strong with his hands and the release.
Well, he's big. Can you tell me something? Because he's big. He's 100. He's
195, 6.
Yeah.
Look, I'm 191. So he tells over me 4 or 5.
He tells over you. He's probably another. At your playing weight, he's probably another 10 kg.
I don't know what he weighs. Is he 100?
I don't know, but he's.
I was 90, 89, 91.
No, I reckon he's more than that.
He'd be 98, 100.
So
he's a tank.
A bloke like that in the middle. How hard is it to tackle a bloke like that?
It would be because
it is, isn't it?
He gets tackled all the time, but gets away with it.
Yeah.
Shrugs and moves his shoulders like he's just strong.
Mate, just trying to grab one of these and hold them.
He's got a lot of girth.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of strength, and always just manages to somehow get the ball out to us.
Yeah.
More times than not.
Yeah. We just need a little bit more help around the centre, especially the last couple of weeks, man. We need to help him out.
His intensity's increased. He's got better and better. I thought he was just going to be okay this year,
he's got
solid.
Better.
He's actually got better.
Mate, he's got quicker. He's kicking goals, man.
Yeah,
it's all good.
That's the key. Kicking
100%.
goals in the midfield.
He's added that string to his bow. Hey, being on top or being the underdog, what's better? You know what I mean? Because you finish on top, you make it to a preliminary, and then you get like a 7th spot who's in the preliminary, right?
Yeah.
You got nothing to lose. Whatever happens to them, it's a good year for you. If you lose, it's a bad year, yeah? And I know there's still a pressure for 7th.
99,
Yeah.
We're there today.
That was the one.
Had nothing to lose, we win.
Yeah.
And then our double chance against Geelong in 94, we lose.
Yeah.
5 guys jump in, all the youngsters, and they smash us.
I reckon if a team's on top, if you can get on top of them, and get in their head to make them start
and early, because there's a lot of talk back in the day. I don't know if there's much talk today because of woke.
Still talk.
Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as much as back in the day, because back in the day you can get away with a lot of things, right? But with woke today, the sensitivity.
Were you a talker?
Just bits and pieces. Just like I'd only speak if I was spoken to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ridicule anyone for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But because you're a defender, they ridicule you if they're kicking goals on you. Look out.
Yeah.
They're in your ear.
Yeah.
So.
Well, who's the best one for that?
I copped it against Geelong night final.
Yeah.
And Mansfield was just kicking goal after goal after goal.
I remember.
He killed him.
Too.
And the following year, he came to Carlton.
Was he giving it to you?
Yeah, man, he gave it to me. and I was dragged. And I very rarely got dragged. Dean was the one.
Yeah, Dean.
So I'd have a bit of a chat, a bit of a yarn. Yeah, so the backmen don't talk much. You just want to get the job done.
Yeah.
Because if it could bite you on the arse, like you could be doing well all game.
I know.
And then the last 5 minutes, your opponent kicks 3 or 4, you lose. Where does that talk go?
Yeah.
Down the gurgler, mate.
You know that happened, I don't know if you remember, that happened to Mick Martin and Ablett in the 90s.
Oh my God, was that inside out? Oh, man.
He
That
kept
was-
him quiet all day, mate. And then that one time that the ball just...
It was a kick.
He was in the right spot.
It was a reverse inside
from
out
the
talk.
boundary. I think it was from Tudor or someone.
It was
too.
Tudor. Yeah. I thought, no way. Like, you could just see the anger.
Yeah, he just kicked it and he was just...
in his face.
And so in that instant there, even though he kept him quiet for 99% of the time, he feels like he just got... He lost.
So I'd rather just keep your mouth shut and just get the job done and let your footy do the talking. That's it. And not even talking, not even have a crack. Like, shake the hands, bloke's hand and just walk off.
You know when you're... just one more thing on the 95, you're 60 points up, 5-6 minutes to go.
Yep.
You saying anything to the opposition there?
No, zero.
You feel sorry for it? Like it's done
yeah,
now?
you do. You think, oh my God, and like... You know,
Even Billy?
No,
Because Billy gave you a
he almost knocked me head off, knocked Cooter's head off.
Yeah.
So...
I suppose you've got to be humble.
You let bygones be bygones and you just walk off, gracefully, shake their hand, be done with it. I never
get this system back together. We got the team to do it.
Yeah, we do. We do. We've proven it.
We have.
With the best as well.
Yeah.
So, but on any given day, it's anyone's game.
Of course.
Anyone's.
And Voss will tell him that, don't worry.
So I reckon he would have been ropeable.
Yeah.
Probably didn't show it, in his conference, but he would have been irate. And he has every right to be.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm sure the boys would have been too.
Oh, 100%.
And they would have taken a few things back. Going for goal, just chip it over, give the handball over, give the easy target over.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the hero. Don't be a hero when you're 3 goals down. Do the easy things.
Yeah.
Do the team things.
And if you continue doing those team things and that, everything will work.
It's infectious. Everyone jumps on. If you start trying to kick goals from angles and 60 metres out, they don't go in. You look like a banana.
You look like a banana. The team
suffers.
That's getting a little bit upset.
You could have had an assist. You could have had 2-3 assists, as opposed to 3 behinds.
Yeah. Look, all those things, and I know. We all saw the same things in the last couple of weeks. Don't worry about it. I think those things are going to be highlighted, and I'm very positive, people, that the things will turn around this week. I'm telling you, they'll turn around, mate. And I know we won't take them lightly, but it's a good game to play North.
Wow.
To play North. I think it's a good
so what's your
game
prediction? Go on.
No, look, this
week...
Be
honest.
Because this will be on before the game, I think we are a 3-goal a quarter better side than them.
Okay.
We should win by 60 to 70 points.
Okay, I say 10 goals.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be close, we'll just win.
Yeah, it might
with
be
a
the
just
other way
win,
around.
with a just win, win by 10 plus.
Yeah.
Done.
And then we'll slowly
If you're serious, we're a serious contender.
We are.
But they've got nothing to lose too, so
100%.
they might just come out
100%.
just firing and just taking risks, and bounces are going their way.
But let's be serious, man. Let's be serious. If you want to be a grand final, if you want to be a premiership side, we have to beat this side. Full stop. There's no yes or no's about it.
That's right. Got to bury.
All right, fantastic. I think we've got a good insight into the game. Thanks, everyone. Come down
to
North.
Vue de North
Seafood Bar and Grill. Come and see Anne's best seafood bar and grill. Bar too. You got drinks here.
Got drinks. Got the cocktails
you can
going.
Organised functions.
Yeah, we do. We had them on the weekend.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah, 100%. You got functions here, so you can do
great food, great prices, great vibe. Come down.
Great serve and great owner.
The bank owns it.
Thanks, Anne.
Go Baggers.
Go Blues.
Cheers.